You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. You told me so. Any doubts I harbored about you and your partner have been assuaged and eliminated. Any other crow I should eat?
I feel like that was 2 buffet helpings at least. It did turn out to be a wild goose chase after all.
But you caught the goose and saved the legacy of this championship. Not to speak of the entire WWE Archives collection.
It's about time Mutiny got a taste of their own medicine.
I suppose my only small bone to pick is your theft of Stone Cold Steve Austin's truck for your entrance tonight.
I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. And I don't regret it either, because that entrance, that was badass.
I suppose the only thing I can say is... oh, hell yeah!
I am pretty sure this is the worst jet lag I've ever had.
That's because you've been around the world in 80 hours.
Seriously, that was a globe-trotting adventure. It's wild that after all that, you won the title back on SmackDown.
I like hearing that. You won the title. I should definitely be listed in the undisputed WWE Championship lineage.
You're every bit as legitimate as Cody.
Hey, we're all on the same team now.
I know. Old rivalries are set aside while we all stand together against our common enemy.
So inspiring. We should hum a patriotic song while you talk.
We're not close enough for you to give me crap, kiddo. Besides, I am pretty damn inspirational.
The voice of the...
That is my line, and you cannot afford the royalties.
You'd be surprised.
Hold that thought. My phone's blowing up with some big announcement that Triple H just posted on social media. Let's watch it.
For the past 2 months, the WWE board has kept a close eye on the movement known as NXT Mutiny. As previously stated, we've taken a stance of neutrality. Our position has not changed, but I'm here to announce there will be a clear and definitive end to this conflict at Survivor Series. It will be Raw and SmackDown on one side, NXT Mutiny on the other, squaring off in a best-of-3 series of matches to determine the fate of WWE. If Raw and SmackDown win, they can return things to normal and decide to punish NXT Mutiny for their uprising. If NXT Mutiny wins, WWE might look a whole lot different. There may not even be a Raw or SmackDown anymore. We are prepared for any outcome because this truly is a new era of equal opportunity. I have one more announcement. Before Survivor Series at NXT No Mercy, there will be a special preview match for the Unity Tag Team Championships. On one side, it will be the current champs, and on the other, the former champions from NXT, Jacy Jayne and Alexis King. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT Mutiny, when it comes to Survivor Series with the future of WWE at stake, are you ready? I said, are you?
I'm so sorry for interrupting Triple H's big announcement, but I have my own to make. It's not going to be Jacy Jayne competing in the Unity title match, because we're initiating Freebird rules, and I'll be stepping in to make sure we take back what's ours. In fact, taking back the Unity titles is just the first step in taking back all of WWE and getting rid of the dead weight known as SmackDown and Raw. See you soon, dummies.
Are you serious? You know, it's one thing for Hunter to stay neutral, but now he's giving Mutiny a legit opportunity to take control of WWE? This guy's playing favorites. Hell, he might even be one of them.
Who knows at this point?
Fine. If Mutiny is doing Freebird rules for the preview tag match, then so can we. I want in.
You sure that's the right move?
I never got revenge for getting put on the shelf by the Unity champs. This way, I'll get my hands on Lexus King and the traitor who sent them after me.
Okay, you could take my place in the match, but I'll be out there in your corner to watch your backs.
Deal.
All that matters is we defend the titles. We're gonna need all the momentum we can get as we head toward Survivor Series.
Agreed. So let's not lose.
You ready for this, Punk?
I've been waiting for this since the moment all this mutiny stuff started. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Not gonna lie, I'm jealous you two are going to get your hands on Bailey. Oh, I was looking forward to hitting her with our whirlwind splash.
At least you'll get to see Punk and I nail her with it from ringside.
I guess that'll do.
Let's stay alert out there. We're heading into enemy territory. Knowing Mutiny, anything can and probably will happen.
Got it.
All right, let's go put some idiots in their places.
It's the Unity champs, ready to show no mercy to their Mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful, and Mutiny has been running scared.
The Unity champs have a new face, but are hoping for the same old result when they defend their titles. And the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bailey hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Lexus King and Bailey. And their opponents, Cap Alex Luger and CM Punk.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bayley onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bayley and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Oh, man. Shot right to the midsection.
How can the challengers put up a fight in this situation?
Kick right to the spine.
Goal!
Oh, from the apron!
Diving moonsault from the apron.
Risking it all and able to connect like a homing missile.
Neck is trapped. Oh, ouch. The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way. Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Look out!
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Paying the price of treating your own body like a human crash test dummy.
Here we go. Totally missed that one.
Hit with the knee.
Placed him in the corner here.
Oof! Running knee in the corner.
Neck breaker.
He gets the tag, and here we go.
Irish whip from Punk on Bayley.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the Whirlwind Splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over. We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bayley invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bayley and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bayley on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster, and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. I sent you on a fool's errand to run yourself ragged going after a made-up NXT Mutiny title that we didn't give a damn about. Oops. Sorry about that. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flyer miles. You two grew up together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go back to whatever hellhole town you're from. Find your safe space, because it's not here. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Ugh. I haven't felt like this since the year we both moved away from our hometown.
It was really tough at first. You spend every day with someone and then all of a sudden they're gone.
But ultimately, you must have figured out how to stay friends despite the distance, right?
Yeah, it was hard and took a long time. But we realized even though we didn't see each other, we still had each other's backs.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately, but maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on SmackDown talking to superstars from the women's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
welcome back. It feels like you haven't been around in forever. You have no idea how much you've been missed.
Aw, you noticed. How sweet. I don't suppose this enthusiastic greeting has anything to do with Survivor Series.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the most dominant woman in the whole damn sport and everyone knows it. Obviously, the office's recruiter-in-chief would glom on the second I walk through the locker room door.
I wouldn't call it glomming, Rhea. While you were off on your break, you might have missed the fact that a WWE civil war has broken out.
Oh, I'm well aware. Everyone's looking over their shoulder. Nobody trusts anyone. There's a sense of paranoia in the air. It's intoxicating. I love the chaos.
People are saying that obviously you'd return and join Mutiny. Sounds like that might be true.
People are saying is one of the greatest cop-outs of the modern age. Is that what you're saying? That I'm gonna stab WWE in the back so I can go enjoy the freedom of being ordered around by CM Punk?
Okay, that doesn't sound like you. But it is pretty clear that you're taking a certain amount of joy standing on both sides of the line. You need to pick a team.
I don't need to do anything. Besides, I'm not the woman you give the ultimatum to. I'm the woman who gets what I want.
And that is?
Picking up right where I left off. Main events, championships, you get the idea.
I have a lot of pull with the GMs on both brands. You join our Survivor Series team. I think I can arrange all that for you.
Make that happen, and I'm on board. Just remember, we're on this ride to the end no matter how brutal things get.
It's a deal. I'll talk to the GMs and get you right back to the spot you were in before you went away. Then you announce you're joining our Survivor Series team to take down Mutiny.
I'm in. Go pull the necessary strings.
I never thought I'd say this, but Rhea Ripley, you are a sight for sore eyes. When our mutual friend told me you were going to join our Survivor Series team...
Don't get ahead of yourself, Aldous. This is a transactional arrangement, and you still owe me what I want.
So I guess this isn't a done deal yet? I thought you were locked in. I'll need to speak to our team captains about this.
Is there an issue here? I don't want to join a side that doesn't have their act together.
Everything is fine. We believe our Team WWE leaders are doing an excellent job.
Unless you count getting manipulated by Punk and losing the Unity titles, sure. I'd say putting the future of WWE in the hands of a draft pick and some rando they grew up with is foolish. But that's just me.
If the seeds of dissent you sow ever took flower, well, we would all reap chaos.
Poetic. Now, how are you going to compensate me in exchange for leading WWE into war with Mutiny?
I heard you wanted to get right back to where you were when you left. To that end, I am prepared to put you against your old enemy, Liv Morgan, for her Women's World Championship.
So you want to put a target on my back? Everyone who's been here working for a title opportunity will be gunning for me.
Look, I'm just trying to make this deal happen. What do you propose?
I'm going to earn the title opportunity like I've earned everything. Set up a match with me against your top contenders.
Why make things harder for yourself?
It's not harder for me, Aldous. It's harder for them. Make the #1 contenders match now.
Rhea Ripley has returned to SmackDown.
Lyra Valkyria is on the hunt.
And her opponents, first from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria!
The irresistible force is here.
Ready to squash.
And from San Diego, California, Nia Jax!
There is no one else quite like Nia Jax.
The only competitor to be in the men and women's